Welcome y'all in my video tutorial today. Today what I have decided to do is basically I have created a basic Crud application using these kind of really popular framework or programming languages or whatever. So in this video tutorial, what we'll do is we'll cover all this topic right here. We'll be writing application, of course, in Node.JS, and we'll be using the web application framework ExpressJS that is compatible. That is very robust module to write web application for Node.js, and of course we'll be writing the client-side code. Basically, will be all the data binding and all those things, and basically communicating, basically sending the weather REST request to the server using AngularJS. And our application, just to make it nice, I'm using Bootstrap. And we are using this templating engine called EJS. Last time I covered a little bit of Jade, and this EJS is kind of like another templating engine to render the HTML from the server, from the Node.js. Okay, so I will be using this templating engine, and then we'll be persisting our data. Our CRUD operation will be occurring into our MySQL database, and I will be using the Visual Studio 2013 IDE. And basically, in my, I don't know if you follow my videos. In my previous videos, I showed you how to use download that Node.js tools for the Visual Studio 2013 from the Codeplex. Okay, this is what we'll be covering. Let me before that, let me show you how the application looks like, and this, it will be basically coding all the way. I will try to show you step by step. It will be a long video tutorial, but I will show you all the steps needed to write application like that. Okay, let me first show you the completed project, just the demo first, and then we'll go. I will explain to you all the steps needed to write application like that. Okay, this is the basic application. So right now, my schema, it's very simple. I have two tables, one called product category, and the other one is called product. Basically, as you can show in most of the, e-commerce website, usually there is a one-to-many relationship between product category and product. Okay, let me show you some of the feature the application has. Okay, so you can go ahead and add a new category here. This is the category that we would like to add. Let's say awesome books. We sell awesome books, or whatever. This is just a whatever description. You can imagine this as a backend website for admin for an e-commerce site or something like that. Now I can go ahead and create product category. So as you can see right here, it is this new category is added into our backend database in SQL Server. Just to verify that, if you go into view product category, you will see this new category. I have the new I have this is the category we just added here, and this is the time, and I have this order by the date in descending order. So that's why the item that most recently added comes first. And you can do some actions here. You can either you can edit this one, you can look at the detail of this one, this category and stuff. Deleting, I haven't done deleting. The reason I haven't, because there is a one-to-many relationship to the product. I can delete the product the way I have designed, but you cannot delete the category yet. But you can edit this category here. As you can see, all previous values comes here. Okay, let's change it. Looks okay, and it says product category updated successfully. Okay, very cool. And then of course, once we have our category defined, we are ready to add our product here. To do that, I have a little menu called product, and you can go ahead and add a product. And you might see the new category that I have a bunch of data already added, but like this is the remember, like this is the one that we just added, awesome books, and let's change it. This is the category that we added. All the categories that I added comes into this product category list. I need to choose one of the category based on the product that I'm adding. Let's say awesome Node.JS books for geeks. It costs around, I don't know, maybe $34. And the category is books. Oh, awesome books. Really cool book. And this idea about this approved field is basically whether you want to display that item right away or it requires further, you know, approval by admin or whatever. That was the whole idea. Let's say it costs, you know, for us $34, and we would like to sell this one into $50.90. Okay, this product is now added, and just to make sure, you know, you can see that new product. You go into view products, and this is our you know, book right here, and you can edit the book. Oh, this is the incorrect heading here. It actually should be edit the product. So let's say okay, and let's change the price. Maybe, you know, doing really good, we're gonna bump well, not the hour cost, maybe the selling price, $55. Go ahead and some changes here. Okay, all right, that is all done, and we can now see our product, view our product here. The new changes are reflected, as you can see here. And then let's say we would like to delete this product. You know, it's no longer selling. Yeah, you can come in here. You can say, are you sure you want to delete this product? Whether say yes or no. If you say cancel, go back to the view of the book. Although if you say yes, it will be deleted. Oh, that's my testing here. Okay, see, that product is already gone from our sub. Okay, this is the basic application, and of course, you know, we can. So these are all the technology that I use to write this application. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to close this Visual Studio, and I'll show you all the steps that is needed to write application like this. Okay, and I'm going to open my Visual Studio here, Visual Studio 2013. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and create a new project here. Remember, like, once you install that Visual Studio Node.js template from Codeplex, you will have all these different kind of Node.js template available. So I'm going to choose one of the template here. I'm going to choose this one because if just by looking at this template, it uses Bootstrap, kind of like, you know. So we can modify this one. Let's go ahead and give it a name. Tutorial on Node.js and a bunch of other things. Let's say Node.js, and this is okay. Let's go ahead and create this project. Okay, as you can see, this one is asking, hey, it has some dependency like npm, would you also like to install that dependency? And I said yes. Okay, once we do that, I haven't done this, is all this code is generated by this template for us, right? So by default, if you look into this app folder, into this app file here, by default it uses this view engine as a Jade. Jade is another templating engine. But like I told you in the beginning, in this video tutorial, I'm going to use EJS, you know, templating engine. But of course, you know, the EJS doesn't really exist yet, so we need to go ahead and install it. To install this one, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to open my command prompt, and I'm going to say npm install EJS. I'm going to save this one into this project. Okay, it installed. As you can see, EJS is installed, and just to see, you know, it modify all the dependency inside the package.json. It installed this templating module called EJS with the current version. It's that one. Okay, that is what we would like to use. And of course, you know, in this example we're using MySQL. So I would also like to download a module called MySQL, because we need that kind of like a driver to connect to MySQL database. All right. Oh, it's already in, okay. Install. We're trying to using downloading that MySQL module. Okay, that download is also complete, and it said, because we are inside this file, it said, hey, there has been new write by the npm. Do you like to override this one? I said yes. As soon as I do this one, this new dependency is added into our list of dependencies for this project. Okay, so far so good. So now, if you look into all this configuration, our environment configuration done by that template, of course, remember, like I told you, Express is the web application framework for Node.JS. So we need to do it automatically does this basic required configuration for us. But let's go ahead and change this one called EJS. This is the template that we would like to, templating engine would like to use to render our HTML. That's the first change we're going to make. And of course, if you look into all the views right here, they are JED. Let's go ahead and change their extension to EJS. I just want to change the extension here. EJS for that. Yeah, go ahead and change that name extension, rename this one also to EJS. Okay, cool. And then of course this is our main layout page for EJS. Okay, now we change everything, right? So of course, this is like Jade templating. It's not, so it doesn't, EJS doesn't understand this one. So we need to have by the way, if you're not familiar with the layout is basically kind of like a master page. That's where a common thing would be, like a menu or whatever in Jade. Okay, now if I run this application right now, I mean, it might not run because this is not even HTML. It has no idea how to parse this document. Okay, just for like, I'm gonna add one simple HTML file here so that I can basically grab the template test. Okay, I'm gonna grab this one and put this into layout.EJS. Okay, and let's write down something. Test. Okay, this is kind of like our main master page. Okay, in here, okay, once our HTML is defined, once this page is defined, so what I'm going to do next is I would like to use this one in my index page. in my index page, let's say here, this is my index page, and I don't need none of this here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this syntax here. We would like to use include layout. Okay, so by doing this, basically what happens is now, you know, it's into the index page, it should automatically grab the code from, it should be rendered this code from the layout into the index page. Let's see if we can just run it, because we wrote a bunch of code but we haven't run yet. Okay, as you can see, the test right here, this is by default is index page. I haven't shown you the route yet, but I will show you that later. Now we can be sure that, okay, let's see, it start working. You know what, like I said before, you know, I would like to use all the Bootstrap and all those things. Let's go ahead and change our layout here, start adding stuff. Into the head section of here. I'll try it here first, and then just copy and paste because it has IntelliSense on it. Okay, if I go into my public folder, I have some JavaScript and style sheet. In the style sheet, one of them is Bootstrap. I'm going to grab this version here. Okay. Alright, let's go into my layouts and see, because here this public folder is not rendered, so you have to be careful. Instead of saying public, you're gonna say dot into your layout. Okay, now we have Bootstrap included into our template. Just to make sure the Bootstrap is downloaded, let's go into F12 here and go to network tab and then do F5 again. As you can see, browser automatically downloaded Bootstrap. Now we are ready to use Bootstrap. Okay, at this point what I want you to do, if you're following along, is that now we can go into Bootstrap site and just, you know, Bootstrap, let's go to the component. In the component we're going to use the navigation bar, and I'm going to come in here and grab all the code from here. I'm going to copy this one, and then I'm going to paste this code into this here. Okay, so now if I refresh my page, if everything is good, okay, pretty good. You know, of course it's not, we just copy the code, we'll modify as we go along. You know, this is monotonous, the color scheme and everything right here, theme, color scheme looks very monotonous. We would like to change that, use a different theme. There is a website, they provide some, you know, a few different theme to play with. So there I want to go into that website and grab that Bootstrap. This is called Bootstrap. What they have is they have a bunch of templates. Some of them you have to pay, of course, but there is some like these right here. You can download it and you can use in your website. It's and of course, if you want really fancy one, I think they have some paid one. This one you have to pay if you like. But in this example, you know, let me see. I like kind of like this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and download, and of course you're gonna grab the mean version, and you basically, what you can do, you can copy this one here and paste that into your Bootstrap mean right here. This is your Bootstrap, paste it. Okay, save this one, you might see the changes. Let's go into our website. Okay, it's coming along, right? Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, some of this menu is not visible right now because, you know, as you know, the Bootstrap is dependent. It has a Bootstrap has a JavaScript or a JavaScript associated JavaScript file, and that file is dependent upon jQuery. So what we have to do next is we have to download, we have to include both of those files into our project. Let's do that. Okay, to the JavaScript folder, and let's go into our I'm going to close all but this, a bunch of files are open. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to drag the minified version of it is running, so I cannot drag it. So the minified version, yeah, it is not HTML, right? It doesn't like if it's not HTML. That's why I created test.html. So I'm going to grab this minified version of jQuery here, and then after that I'm going to also the Bootstrap minified version of the Bootstrap here. Okay, and of course, you know, I need to grab those two files and put it into my layout page in here, and just like before, I have to, instead of public, I have to say this. Okay, let's save it and make sure those drop down works. Oh, it's because, you know, I closed them. It is because, you know, I have to start my server. Okay, pretty cool. Okay. The next thing we're gonna do is, of course, you know, these are like, we're gonna change these action method, because as I showed you in demo, we'll have different kind of categories, right? That's what we're gonna do next. To do that, to change that one, of course, we're gonna go in here. This is the basic template, you know, the Bootstrap provides. We're gonna modify them. A lot of things we might even not need it. It's an action, another action. Okay, so we're basically starting with the action here. So instead of this href, we're gonna go into, let's say, create products category, something like that, and here maybe view product category. We're going to give a label to it, create product category, and view products. Okay, and the other thing, other remaining menu, we don't really care right now. These are only two we really care about in here, and then from here we just, let's say, we're going to create a view product. We want to see our product here. View product and create product. And the remaining we don't really care. So we're going to take them out from there. We'll say view product here. Okay, and save this one. Refresh this browser. Oh, of course, we're gonna change the main label here, right? So we're gonna say instead of saying the drop down, we're gonna say whatever the name of our. So product category. Just say a product. This is like other one is a category. So here's a product. Okay, in product we can view product, we can create product, and here this one we're going to be our product category. Okay. See, however, the problem right now is if I go into this menu right here, this menu is not defined. It says, hey, I don't know what view product URL or the link doesn't exist. I don't know how to create this one. Okay.